Recently, Meghan and Harry were seen at the airport in San Antonio. They were escorted by government-funded security to go a path which different from the normal path like everyone else, yet tried to make it look like they flew commercially by going through a door next to a United Airlines sign. So what is the truth? Let's analyze this video. And welcome back to the Royal News 365 channel, where all of your snarkiest dreams come true as I share my deepest, scathingest thoughts about the dull Duchess and her handbag herald. Now I feel guilty for criticizing Meghan as a lazy actress. I was wrong. She and emerging actor Harry are very hardworking. They act everywhere they appear. And this time at an airport, Harry and Meghan did not forget to perform their roles in their play of lies. They were escorted to their private jet, however. They tried to make it look like they flew commercial. If these two really flew commercial, they would enter the same entrance everyone has to go through to board. They have no clue how much damage they do. A popular saying among climate deniers is, "I'll start believing it's a crisis when the people telling me it's a crisis start acting like it's a crisis." Meghan and Harry themselves spoke out in support of environmental protection by saying no to private jets. They were trying to convey the message that economy seating is not only cost-effective, it's also more space-efficient than roomier options, which means your share of the flight's carbon footprint is lower. However, they never did it. They just talked and did nothing. I know that Meghan never really wanted to support any movement. She just needs a springboard to attract attention. She didn't bother pretending in this matter because she and Harry didn't want to sit with normal people. And when they were criticized for behavior that went against these words, they changed. I don't mean they stopped private flights. If they did, I would be happy for them. All they do is make up a script and pretend to act in front of everyone. Meghan has eyes on her back. She's an alien. So even if she doesn't look straight at the camera, she knows it's there. She understood that she should show her humane and civilized image here. And don't forget to bring her Harry ticket. Hence, the hand at his back is repeated. She touched his back like that because of the camera. Otherwise, why is she always giving him comforting gestures? Is he that fragile? It was staged to look like they were reliable and likable. They are in a crazy countdown to clean their image to attend the Invictus Games ceremony in London. They need to be in London and look like royals so Americans can believe they are royals and they are in negotiations with the government, which is a lie because the British system doesn't work like that. The two ex-royals have zero to negotiate with the government as they hold no job in the political system. It's strange to be on a commercial flight yet need an escort. What are they going to do? Take the security with them on a public flight. I wish they knew that no one cares about them and that they will be ignored like a roadside stone. I think of Harry and Meghan's plan to get free security. They always think they need to be protected. This suddenly reminds me of the girl's birthday party in Uvalde. If there had been an army earlier to check the security at her house, who knows? Back to the video. I think they didn't fly commercial. It was a private jet. They entered this door to fake their way into a commercial flight. Meghan would faint and give a tantrum show if she were to flight commercial. She would scream so loud at Harry and bully him so loud that it would be heard in the International Space Station. It's just to pretend. This seems staged as most of her paparazzi pictures are, so I'm sure she's just playing it cool and pretending she didn't call them this time. I'm sure I'm not the only one, yet I'm so sick of the Harkle overload we've all had to endure. Sick of the Bones with their fake stage photos and videos where they pretend they care, when it is just lies, photoshopped photos, and videos. Fed up with watching donated money given to Invictus Games and other charities used to feed Meghan and Harry's expensive lifestyle style, and no one can talk about it. The persons who expose them are bullied, crashed, and sent to court that bends to the royal titles and to their political friends. I am fed up with the injustice of two surrogate kids being given titles and pearls they shouldn't have by the laws of the crown. Fed up with the endless lies of the fake pregnancies that Meghan tried to put out and the media that allows it. What I am really tired of Hollywood, of this make-believe woke globalist, of the William Morris endeavor, and of the Meghan is that bully people, hunt people down with their lies, and nothing happens to them because they pay big money to skip the rules and the laws. So yes, I am fed up. Sick to the bones of watching the bad people of this world winning unfairly just because they have money to silence the truth, money to hunt down people, and money to bend the laws and society rules for themselves. Where did all the good people go? It certainly feels that way. However, this community is a testament that all the good people are not gone. They want to beat us down into submission and accept the lies. That is why we need to stand together and be extra loud. You and I will not let the Sussex couple's lies be spread. Harry and Meghan are still cosplaying royal in the US. I'm looking forward to the latest moves of the king and the palace. The royal family's own website seems to state that they are still working on behalf of the king. Are any of Henry's actions befitting the royal family? I'm sorry, he needs to sack up. Both Americans and British shouldn't have to bear their costs just because he's a spoiled man-child born with a silver spoon up his backside. His alleged children should have never been given titles if they intended to live in America. At first, I was like, let's just give the king time. He has a lot on his plate. However, I am tired of cutting Charles slack on this issue. He has enabled them, and now they're more or less running wild. I'm incensed to see them making royal-ish appearances all over the place. And especially going back to Uvalde. What they do privately is fine, yet this is all publicity to enrich their brand and consequently, themselves. Their behavior is much worse than when they first left the royal family. They're escalating. I really hate them, and I am disgusted by the individuals and organizations that give them these opportunities. King Charles should do exactly what he said, plus take them off the website and line of succession and put the titles into abeyance. Harry and Meghan are escalating, and they have been for some time. They'll continue to take advantage of every downtime or weakness the family experiences and exploit it to its full potential. I'm beginning to think King Charles has plans that he's not being forthright about, and he's going to saddle Prince William with bringing that ungrateful, traitorous Judas back into the fold, or he's incapable of separating matters of family and state. America is sick of the ungrateful houseguest. I hope the truth is disclosed about his visa shenanigans and he's invited to leave. This administration seems to be protecting him, and the king's weakness isn't helping. Now I see a nice stunt trying to make people forget about Harry's visa application. They're like, look, peasants. Harry has a visa, and it's legit because we're going through doors in the airport. We're not lying. We're just gaslighting you and trying to manipulate you, peasants. Their exploitation of Uvalde's tragedy is reprehensible and unforgivable. She's an absolute ghoul and will do anything for the press. She needs to be stopped by the one authority that can shut her down by taking the only thing she has, which is the title. If the prince is in abeyance, she can't fall back on that either. And I recall another day when 2 children woke up without their parents for 1,329 days in a row. I think Sigmund Freud said something along the lines of, I cannot think of a stronger need in childhood as that of a father's protection. How exactly do they believe they are protecting their children as they abandon them to go gallivanting around the world in search of fame and fortune? Is anyone else kind of nauseated thinking about all the mental and emotional health issues these kids will experience as they grow older? How long did they overextend their stay in Texas for what should have been at most an overnighter for Meghan alone? Anything to keep away from those pesky kids. I don't know the truth about them yet, if they exist in any form. I still feel sorry for them because their life is related to Meghan Han. And if Harry and Meghan hope their recent antics will make people forget about the Africa Park scandal or Harry's visa, they have. We will constantly reiterate this issue so that no one can hide it. Sussex couple needs to hear that he and his wife haven't done a good enough job at getting the public to forget his visa application quandary, his recent security lawsuit loss, or any of their recent nonsense. Having a team of people to protect him doesn't make him someone who needs special protection. He gets protected because he is the king's son, and they don't want the headache or international diplomatic drama if any nutjob tries to kidnap him or attack him, so they offer him some level of protection. However, then any other foreign diplomat comes here and lives and gets taxpayer bodyguards. Temporary visits for political events I can understand, yet not for living here. They need to pay for their own lives. Is there an official rule on this? He isn't a working member of the family, as the daughter of the Japanese emperor is not, and she and her husband do not get taxpayer protection for living in New York. So what is the truth after the flight? I'm leaning towards Meghan and Harry putting on an act yet actually taking a private plane. And to a lesser extent, they fly commercial flights. Yet if that's true, then, well, their funds are exhausted. And you? What do you think about this topic? Let us know your answer by commenting. Don't forget to like and share the video so YouTube can suggest videos you might like. Please support us by subscribing to receive notifications when the latest videos are updated. Thank you for watching. Goodbye and see you later.